Sorry, y'all. I didn't realize the screen went dark there. I got distracted by Booker T and company eating some Ruffles. And correct me if I'm wrong, are potato chips choosing the advantage for the women's War Games match? Is that how that works? I didn't see which team the potato chips decided would get the advantage, so you guys can let me know that in the chat. Happy Saturday. Happy Survivor Series Saturday. I thought it would be fun to do a watch-along tonight for this one because we haven't done a major pay-per-view watch-along together, I don't think, since SummerSlam. So I thought this would be perfect, and we'd hang out together and watch War Games. Hopefully you guys are having a great weekend. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you to everyone who was here yesterday for the predictions. And yeah, we should get a pretty fun one tonight. We got about 7 minutes until the pay-per-view airs. I'm just kind of getting my ducks in a row. I got a nice frosty one here that I haven't even opened yet, so I'm going to do that now. I've had a very busy day, so I'm a little bit out of the loop on anything that's been going on before Survivor Series went on the air today. Any wrestling news, any more CM Punk stuff, shit like that. A little bit out of the loop on that, but my position pretty much stays and stands with what I've been saying for the past several weeks. I don't expect to see CM Punk tonight, and I do expect to see a Money in the Bank cash-in. So we'll see if I'm right about one of those, or both of those, or none of those. We shall see. Let's say hi to the chat before the show kicks off. Another 5 or 6 minutes here until main card goes live. We're doing the kickoff show right now over on the Peacock. It looks like Booker T and Kayla and the other guy, they're all outside, which sucks in Chicago. It's got to be cold as hell. But welcome. Thanks to everyone who's going to hang out with us tonight. That's very cool. If you're here, thank you in advance. I'll say hello to everybody here hanging out in the chat. Let's hit some channel members like Tatanani and Ruben Litton, Max Pokebra, Stone Cold, the Juliet, and we got the Jimmy Anderson hanging out with us as well. Good evening, Jimmy, from across the pond. Appreciate that super chat. Good evening to everyone. Y'all wish Jimmy a good one. He's good people. Zach is in the house. So is Dre. What's up, man? Thank you for joining. Welcome to the family. Dre is now a channel member. Good. You can access all of the channel member-only posts on the community tab. Lots of fun watch-alongs over there that are also posted on Patreon. Thank you, Dre, for joining and hanging out with us tonight. We got Ken Webb. We got Michael Cuomo hitting all these channel members first. And Zane G. What's up, my friend? Juliet says Shapada's got Yuta in an ankle lock. I forgot Rampage and Collision are going to be going head-to-head with Survivor Series. I don't have an eye on those shows. No idea what's going on. I'm going to have to catch up on those later. Jay Lambo is here as well. Freddie P, 34 degrees. Damn. That's what it is in Chicago? It's 70 here. No, actually, it's a little chillier today. It's probably about 60 degrees here, but 38, 34? Hell no. Joseph Boza, what's up? Ben Espinoza is here as well. We got Ryan Adams. We got Jake the Tribal Chief, Mohammed, Mike Rouse, Jeff McMahon, I got you, didn't I? Jonelle, good to see you. Rodrigo, rarely even. Yeah, I came in a little bit late. Not that late, but I don't usually like to do watch-alongs for the kickoff shows because they rarely even do matches on kickoff shows. It's just these four fuckers talking. What am I going to do reacting to that? So I figured I'd just wait until the main card, come up a few minutes before. Last-minute speculation. What do you guys think is going to open the show? I mean, they better not swerve us and open with the men's match. That's going to make me shit a brick. I think it's going to be the women's match opening, then all the bullshit in the middle, and the men's match will main event. If I had to guess, that's what I think is going to happen. Can you guys see me and hear me? All right, yeah, looking pretty good. All right, not bad, huh? Threw this overlay together last night at 2 o'clock in the morning. Pretty good, I have to say. It's had a very busy week, very busy day today. Didn't have a whole lot of time to get anything ready today. So everything that I needed to have ready for today's stream needed to be done last night. Stayed up late, got that done, ready to rock. Cold one opened. I couldn't be happier. Happy weekend, guys. All right, all right, got my Survivor Series. I got my Peacock over here. You guys over here. Chat right here. Tito is back there on the couch. All is pretty much right with the world. And we got War Pigs playing. Somebody brought up a good point on Twitter. You know, I've been talking for weeks about Damian Priest cashing in tonight. This is the reason I think it's perfect is for a few reasons. No Roman, no other championships in jeopardy. All of the focus can be on that. Damian Priest can close out a Big Four pay-per-view. The last image you see is him holding up the championship. To me, all the stars are aligned here. However, He could cash in before the War Games match even starts. That is possible as well, because I think it takes like you have to surrender, right? Is that how they're doing it? I thought in other years you could pin, but no, I think it's surrender. I kind of forget how WWE does it. But if it's surrender, that means what? Priest could cash in, pin Rollins in the middle of the match, but the match is still going on because all of the participants aren't in there yet. That's something they could do as well. I think it would have more impact if his cash in came at the very end of the show, the last thing you see, the last thing that's done. That's the way I would do it, but it does open up the door for a lot of possibilities in a match like this. I will just say this before we go live. I will be very surprised if Damian Priest does not cash in. And like we saw at Payback with Rhea Ripley grounding him and taking his toys away, and like we saw at Crown Jewel with Sami Zayn stealing his toy, if they're not going to have Priest cash in, something needs to happen in the match that makes him unable to cash in. You see what I'm saying? He needs to get injured or something just needs to happen to prevent him, because otherwise I don't know why you wouldn't do it tonight. So we will see. Should be fun. Should be fun. What kind of audience we got in here? Not bad. Do me a favor, smash that thumbs up button. We might get to 40,000 subscribers during this stream, so make sure you are subscribed. And if you're not, please subscribe. Maybe we can get there tonight. Ha, Joseph, that arena must be so damn tight if the network crew is freezing their asses off. Oh, Yuta faked out a handshake, went for a low blow and a DDT instead. That little shitty Yuta. Ray, I don't know how I feel about a cash-in during War Games. Wouldn't that effectively turn the match into a free-for-all for the title? No. Not if it's a surrender thing, right? Isn't that how War Games works? Because the title wouldn't be on the line unless Priest cashes in. So I don't think that would effectively make everybody eligible to win the title. I think just Priest. It just depends on how it's done. I would wait until the end. I would have the baby faces win. I would have Team Cody win. And then after the match, maybe Randy Orton gets pissed and hits Seth Rollins with an RKO. Or maybe the baby faces are leaving and they can isolate Rollins in the ring, shut the door behind him. All the other members of Judgment Day climb up to the top of the cage with kendo sticks to beat off the baby faces and allow Priest to capitalize and beat Seth Rollins in the cage after the match is over. That's what I do. But I think War Games is a perfect place for Damian Priest. Is anywhere else, if he does it at WrestleMania or if he did it at Crown Jewel or something like that, it would be could potentially be overshadowed by other shit. All we have here really is Randy Orton coming back, which is great, but I don't know if that's enough to say, oh, we better not put the belt on Priest because everybody's going to be talking about Randy Orton. I don't think it's like that. Maybe with CM Punk, but Randy Orton, we're all going to be very happy to see him back, but I'm not sure how much that would really take away from Priest's cash-in, especially if Randy is somehow tied into it. Somehow. We don't know. We don't even know if the Viper can be trusted. All right, we are starting. Oh, I got to fast forward here. I got to refresh because I was a minute behind. There we go. Let's do live. There we go. All right, volume up. Oh, I see what you're saying, Dre. Well, when Rollins cashed in, it became a triple threat. Yeah, I guess because he was cashing in the middle of a singles match. Honestly, I don't know how it would work in a War Games. I don't think if Priest cashed in the War Games that it makes everybody available for the eligible for the title. I don't think it would work that way, but shit, you never know, man. My point was, if I'm in WWE's shoes and internally we want to belt up Damian Priest at some point, we just don't know when, this is when. This is when. No Roman. Gunther's going to retain. Rhea's going to retain. Nothing else really going on. It's a 5-match card. 2 title matches, 2 War Games matches, and then we have Dragon Lee and Santos, right? So shit, if there was ever a pay-per-view where a cash-in could really be the most talked about thing, I would think this would be it. That's why I'm so pro cash-in. So if it doesn't happen, I don't know what they're going to do with Damian Priest. Maybe a cash-in tomorrow night on Raw. And Randy Orton didn't even come out on Monday. Mind-blowing. Right on. How many years have they used this song for War Games? At least 2. It might have even been 3. Or some NXT. WWE has always had a good relationship with Ozzy. WrestleMania 2. And then when they were, oh yeah, look at that. Last year was fun shit. We got to get another trash can on EO Sky. All right. And now, Fast Starwin, good to see you, man. Glad you're here. Greg and friends. How many friends we got in the chat right now? 72? All right, I can live with that. You know, if you guys would all call your friends, you'd have double that. I do like kind of the minimalist set for a show like this because this building's not very big. So the fact that they're able to have fans all the way around, I think, is really smart. Anytime they run a pay-per-view in this building, this is how they should do it. War Games. These fucking ruffles. Although those cheddar and sour creams are good. I'm more of a Lay's guy. Y'all Ruffles or Lay's? Team Ruffles or Team Lay's? Sound off. Apparently, when they allowed Ruffles to pick the advantage, apparently that really ruffled some feathers. Get it? See what I did there? Well, let's hope this is the women, right? I predicted the women would open. Made most sense. Women and men sandwich this sucker. A half mile of aluminium. I have a friend from Australia, and she says aluminium. I'm like, what? You know, aluminium. I put a whole bunch of aluminium in the boot of my car. You put aluminum foil in the trunk of your car? I got it. I understand. Big J, happy you're here, man. Kevin Ridd, cheddar and sour cream for life. Yes, and Ruffles do have ridges. I heard that once. Okay, see, look here. So the only way to win the match is by pinfall or submission. So you can win by pinfall. That's what I thought. So that does make it interesting if Priest wants to cash in, but I wouldn't do a cash in mid-match. I'd do a cash in post-match. And Balor and Priest did retain last night. I did say they might drop those belts. That would have been another indicator to me that Priest was going to win tonight. Since they retained, I don't know if he will. He's already got 2 belts. Oh, I like this tunnel and the cages like that. Hey, look at there. I don't know if they did this last year or not, but the little shark pen cages now have a floor. Before, there was no floor. It was just a frame of a cage sitting on the ground, which means, theoretically, you would think they could just lift it up and crawl underneath. They can't do that here. Those NXT shark cages were like that. Okay. Ruffles guy gave Bianca Belair's team the advantage. You know, I've kind of thrown a little shade at Shotzi because I just think that she's going to be the one eating the pin here. Girl cut a hell of a promo last night on SmackDown. Got to at least give her props for that. I mean, I think you should get Nikki Cross back. I mean, they're already kind of doing a crazy gimmick with her. Put Cross and Shotzi together as a tag team or something. And just call them BSC. Batshit crazy. Remember, we had PMS and PMS. What other initials do we have for women's factions? I think BSC would be pretty crazy or pretty awesome. Batshit crazy. Quite the quite the outfit on Charlotte. I do like Charlotte and Becky have kind of got this pretty intriguing little relationship thing going on here. A little pinky thing last night, I think they did. Here comes Beck. I hope whatever's going on with the two of them in real life, I hope it's better than it was a couple years ago. Because they faced at Survivor Series, 2 years ago, right? When Becky was all in red? Or was that a SummerSlam? That might have been a SummerSlam. I don't remember. Ooh, Bex is starting. I like it. Yeah, 2 years ago. Yep, I was right about that. Okay. Oh, okay. So Becky and Charlotte were in a tag last night. I didn't see that. I saw that they had a disagreement at the end. I didn't know the context. So it was a tag match. Okay. No, Rodrigo, I do not have AEW Collision on. I don't even know what's going on with Collision. I'll definitely check it out. I'm interested, but pay-per-view. If SmackDown was up against an AEW pay-per-view, I wouldn't be watching SmackDown either. So pay-per-view always is always the highest level of importance. Look at these ladies. What song is this? Is this somebody's song that I just haven't heard yet? And Bailey. Look at these three with Bailey. Yo, Isaac, thanks for being here for nearly a year and a half at the arena. We are red hot for tonight. It's going to be fun. I hope so, man. Enjoy yourself. Hope it's a blast. I've always wanted to attend a wrestling show in Chicago. I never have. A bunch of our YouTube and Twitter friends are there tonight. A lot of people that we're friendly with are at the show tonight, having a great time in Chicago. One of these days, I'll get to that cold ass town, but I think I'd rather just sit here and wait for shows to come to me to San Diego or LA or Vegas. I ain't trying to go to Chicago. All right, it's going to be Bailey and Baxter's, huh? I'm kind of excited for babyface Bailey. You know it's coming. Probably not tonight. I don't think the big turn on Bailey's coming tonight. I think that's coming Friday or the week after or something like that. That's right. In case you weren't sure, tonight's match is in fact presented by Ruffles. All right, Becky and Bailey kicking it off. All right, let me get my mic all set so I can get centered. There we go. All right, looking good. Cheers, by the way, guys. Happy weekend. Happy Survivor Series. We're underway. War Games has begun for the women. Bailey's a lot larger than she used to be. That's not like a knock at all. She's probably a lot stronger than she was in 2016, I think. Becky, I swear, it feels like she's even gotten skinnier since the baby. I worry about like skinny men and women, like really skinny wrestlers, like taking bumps. I'm like, it's got to be hell on your joints, you know, and your arms. And I'm wondering what the next match will be. Probably, I don't know if Santos and Dragon Lee will be a buffer. I don't think so. I think they should go up next. Then Rhea and Zoey, then Gunther and Miz, then your men's War Games match. That's the order I would do it. Oof. Ajax Johnson, what's up, man? Good to see you. Tuning in to watch at home before I head to work. Understandable. I'm usually working on Saturdays too. Took tonight off since it's a big 4 PPV, and since I wasn't home last Saturday for Full Gear. I was doing a big event in what I thought was a $30 million house. Come to find out it was only a $28 million house. So I was wrong. It was built by an oil tycoon in 1912 and sold in 2014 for $15.5 or $14.5 and is now worth $28. Crazy. I was there for about 5 hours and I just could not stop just looking at everything. I'm like, this place is fucking ridiculous. But I still would have rather have been here watching Full Gear. Oh, I actually don't like the little steel plate that goes between the ring. I think it's more fun to have a gap. When I was a kid, I used to think that WWE didn't do War Games matches because they didn't have 2 rings. I was just like, oh, the NWA just must have 2 rings. That's why they do it. WWE must not have bought a second ring yet. Oh, to be a kid again. Big baseball slide coming. Slamming Bailey up against the cage. I wonder who's going to come in with the heel. It would be interesting if it was Asuka. I'm like, Asuka, you can't beat up Becky. She gave you her belt and said, I'm going to go be a mom. Remember? You cried. Everything was... Oh, Dakota. Greg loves Dakota. Girl is so fine. Oh. There's that kendo stick. I said those are going to play a big role tonight. Oh. She moves around. Dakota moves around pretty good. I'm curious how far off her recovery really is because I don't even remember what was hurt. Probably not. Was it her arm? Is that what's hurt? I don't even remember what her issue was, but I'm excited for her to get back in the ring. Hopefully soon. Oh, Becky's getting the reinforcement. Sorry, I had it wrong. Bianca's team got it's going to be Shotzi. Here she comes. Smart Bailey. Smart. That's vintage Bailey right there. Oh, shit. I was hoping Bailey would actually succeed there in shutting the door and locking Shotzi out. I'm like, that's why we love Bailey. Oh, let's just get 9 chairs because why not? Trash can. There we go. Put that sucker on Io's head and I'll be happy guy. Oh, she did tear her ACL. Well, she's walking around pretty good on that leg. Hopefully she's close, man. Yeah, ACL suck, man. That's a long time off. Poor Dakota. So just put 4 chairs in the ring. Boo. Why would the fans boo? I don't understand why the fans are, after all these years, are still have a boner for tables. Like, we get a table bump on like every show. Oh. Has Shotzi dropped weight too, or is it just the hairstyle that's throwing me off? Like, she seems really lean and faster than she was with the green hair and the tank and everything, but I could be wrong. I'm glad that Shotzi seems to be making the most of her little push here, because she did great in that promo last night. I thought that was spectacular. Wow. That shit used to happen to Sabu a lot. He'd jump when he'd do the running springboard off the chair. The chair sometimes would tip over. But that was a happy accident. I do like Shotzi's overall look. I was giving her shit in the last few weeks. I'm like, I think we got fucking Shotzi in this match. You can put like literally anybody else in there, but I kind of like her. That's what you get for wearing that Logan Paul gear, Bailey. Oh no. Oh girl. Bailey stuck. Oh, kendo stick to the top of the head. Ouch. She's like, I'm getting up out of here. This ain't a cage match, Bailey. Oh, I didn't know that. You can't get out of the cage. You forfeit. I didn't know that was a rule. I love how ruffles are spinning around the video wall. A lot of advertisements of this past year's WrestleMania, too. Into it. Uh-oh. Double back handspring elbows to her. What are they going to do? Bailey, watch out. Bailey's got that chair. Oh, that's all we got was a double forearm out of that. Here comes Io Sky, the champ. I wish Dakota was in the match so she could kick somebody and turn heel. She'll get the table. Nope, she's going to get a chain. Okay. Just happened to be a chain under the ring. That's nice. Fucking Hercules chain under the ring, just in case he shows up. I'm going to make sure his chain is there. Shotzi, you're being way too cooperative with that. Becky got rid of that chain. Ooh, Becky bumping. Wow. This is WWE's 5th War Games? That is crazy. Guess that sounds about right. They did what, 3 in NXT and 2 here in main roster? Oh, is Bailey busted open? Or is that her hair in her face? She might be bleeding. Becky might have gotten tagged with. Yeah, Becky's bleeding on her face and nose. Bailey's checking on her. Jessica Carr's kind of looking at her. Yep, here comes Becky. She's all right. Just a little blood. Hopefully Becky doesn't have a broken nose or anything. Hopefully she was just caught by a piece of that chain, maybe. Oh, yeah. Oh. I can't tell where she's cut. It's either over her eye and the blood's running down her nose. I think it is. I think she's cut over her left eye. Oh, it's Io's fifth of War Games. Okay, I thought it was the fifth overall. Still might be the fifth overall. Yeah, Becky's working, so it sucks. Becky started this match, so whatever is going on with her, she's got to go through this whole match like that. Refs are over there checking on Becky. I was at WrestleMania watching the Edge and Finn Balor Hell in a Cell match, and from my seat, I could not tell what was going on. There was a long delay there, and they were tending to Finn Balor, and I thought it was really, really bad. I guess it was. He needed staples and the whole deal, but that really affected, I think, the match. Who's it going to be? Bianca's? And I'm going to hold both my braids in my hand. Yeah, she's going to be slapping. Ooh. I think the finish should be them, the heels tying both of Bianca's braids to the cage. And maybe just threaten to like concerto her or something up against the cage unless they surrender. Hmm. Oh. Becky's still laying over there. She looks like she's just chilling. Oh, there is a trainer over there with her. Becky, get up. You look like you're literally chilling. Oh, yeah, there you go. That Xavier Woods kendo stick spot where they pinned him in the corner. That was good. That was so good. Oh. Double DDT. Oh, double suplex. All right. Looks like Becky's been cleaned off. She's looking a little better. Shotzi and Becky both up on the top rope. All right, we got 3-on-2 advantage here for Team Bianca. Probably not going to give us a close up of Becky's face, but I want to see where she got cut. Kyrie is no hurry. I'll just take my time. What's she going for? She's going all the way under. You went all the way under there for that? Boo. Fans don't want that. She held it up to the crowd, and then when they booed, she went, yeah, I think I'll use this. These things are made out of the lightest aluminum material. It is good to see Kairi Sane back. Remember before the pandemic hit? In like 2019, we were all fantasizing about WrestleMania 36 in Tampa and Kyrie getting like a big pirate entrance because of the pirate ship theme thing that they were doing and all that. And we never got it. And then I think by the time they went back the next year for 37, when fans were back, she was gone. Maybe Royal Rumble. Nope. Shotzi's burying. Who's going up? Io or Kyrie? Okay, Kyrie's going. Ooh. They buried Shotzi under chairs. Io kind of springboarded shots or Kyrie off the rope, and she came down with an elbow, her Kyrie elbow. Kind of like a pop-up power bomb, but instead Kyrie comes down with an elbow. That looked really good. All into the guts of Shotzi. Kyrie was skipping to the ring. It's a happy time. Nothing more enjoyable than getting into a cage with 7 other people and beating the shit out of each other. That's really fun. And I could see why you'd be in a hurry to get there. Wow. Bianca is so strong. Yeah, Ruben. Kyrie is who Mercedes debuted and confronted, right? And hit her with her finisher. The whole thing looked like shit, if I remember right. But I think I'd be cool if Mercedes came back to WWE. I think Sasha being back would be cool. I think it would be way better this time, you know, with Triple H and all of that. But she might want to do a stint in AEW first. We'll have to see. But if she was available to come back, I'd try to get her back now if I was Triple H, because you got such a golden opportunity here when Bayley inevitably gets turned on to have them 4 horsewomen help pick her up. And here comes Charlotte. And that just leaves one. That just leaves Asuka. I didn't even realize until just now that these are 3-minute intervals. I thought it was 5, but I guess they cut it to 3. That's kind of good. Greetings to everybody in the chat. Thank you for being here tonight, watching with us. I know there's a lot of people on YouTube watching this show, so if you are here, that means you chose me, and I want you to know that I appreciate that. If you would like to subscribe, please do so. There's a chance we'll hit 40,000 subscribers before War Games is over. That would be cool. Oh. We are 30 subscribers away from 40,000, so we might get there, we might not. Charlotte up and over. I want to see somebody do a spear into the trash can. It's kind of positioned there in the corner. I can't even describe it, but there's something about Charlotte's gear that I really like. It's not anything elaborate. We've seen her wear shit like this all the time. I think it's the colors. I think I like the colors. Probably because it's pink and black. That's why. Oh, okay. There's Becky. Hey, you guys are on the same team. You can't be fighting each other. Oh, and then they shoved them together. Juliet, thank you for keeping us informed what's going on over there on the collisions. Oh, and I want to say hi to Angie Law. What's up? Hey, Greg, just finally sat down. So much to do after work. Glad you are on tonight. I had a busy-ass day, too. I didn't even get sitting down till about less than an hour before the show started, so I haven't had a chance to really anticipate Survivor Series today. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't have a chance to mess around on social media and read what the happenings are, and I was running around town all day and stuff, so I'm kind of in that boat. But we're here. Frosty beverage open. Wrestle on the TV. Okay, Io's on top of the cage. And we got wrestle matches on the TV. That chain isn't even like a Hercules chain. That's like a flimsy ass. There, she's doing it. Yes, we're doing it. Didn't I say that? You got to put a trash can on Io Sky's head. Ask and you shall receive. Io is going fishing, and she has caught herself a nice, delicious trash can, which she is now going to place on her head and dive off. Come on, Io. This was so great when she did it in NXT. Careful, Io. Okay, you sit that there. There you go. Now you position yourself. Stand. Please tell me there's not 8 women down there just standing there waiting for her. I love how the camera's not even showing all the women standing there, because you know they are. And it's back on her head, this time in front of an audience. I think she did that during the pandemic. I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. There they are. There she goes. It's such a hilarious visual to see her fall like that. And she took them all out. That's a great overhead shot. That's art. Asuka's like, hell yeah, bring me in there. I'll just go pin all these bitches. Here she goes. Come on, Asuka. Asuka's like, this is going to be so easy for Asuka. How lucky did Asuka get to be the last one out? Oh, Asuka will be the one to get the table, and she'll get the big pop too. Nope, a blue kendo stick. Ooh. Hi, Dakota. How are you? Do you need anything to drink? You want a soda or something? Oh, lots of kendo sticks. This replay. I love that slow-mo. I think they should add that to the signature intro. Io's trash can. I really do. Well, you have fire extinguishers, or you have to have those, because if a fire breaks out, you have to extinguish that. And that's the purpose of a fire extinguisher. Oh, bell has rung. Let the war games begin. Just in case anyone wasn't sure, War Games tonight is sponsored by Ruffles. I want you guys to write that down and make sure you don't forget, because WWE's doesn't like to overly promote other products. They don't like to be too obnoxious about it. So it's up to us to catch the subtleties of the advertising. And I've got a pretty keen eye, and so I'm able to pick up these little subtle hints to Ruffles. Only people with my experience can pick up on these things. That's why I'm trying to give you guys the lowdown on the ads here. If you want any more advertising information later, just ask for it in the chat. I'll be happy to provide. Just to recap, this match is sponsored by Ruffles. They've got Becky and fucking Bianca tied up Indiana Jones Last Crusade style. Oh, that was good. They were sitting ducks, literally. Except for instead of ducks, it was super fine women. Oh. Oh no. They're gonna trash can Becky. Are they just gonna beat her to death with the kendo sticks? Death by kendo stick. Oh no. No. Save her, Shotzi. Oh, missed right to the. Oh, that was a good missed sell by Shotzi. That was excellent. Is she going to land on Becky's head? Oh, it's got to be a hard bump to take. You can't land right. Oh, I thought we were actually going to get a finish. Shotzi came over to. Oh, man, that was one of the best mists I've ever seen. How does wrestling mist work? Is it like a little. Oh, it's probably just a little thing. I was like, she doesn't have time to take a shot of anything. It might be a little thing you bite into and it releases the liquid and then you spit it. Is that what happens? I don't know. I've never misted anybody. I think if you did, that would be something that would get you killed. If you did that to somebody in real life. I think they would have grounds to kill you and probably not have to do any jail time. Rodrigo, do we have an announcement on that? Adam and Christian for the TNT title? Is that going to be at World's End? On this day, I won the TNT title. You know those little bottles of like candy that are like in a wax little bottle and you bite off the cap and drink? It's probably one of those things. Something like that, right? Oh. Double power bomb. Charlotte is poised on the top. Something about her gear. I don't know. I just really like it. I think it's the colors. Oh, she's going to the top for the moonsault. Charlotte's moonsault is good. It's just not pretty. It's no Tiffany Stratton moonsault, that's for sure. Here she goes. Backflip. Oh, God, she hit. Oh, God. I worry about Io Sky. She took Charlotte's knee right to the top of the head. She has not moved. Watch this replay. Watch Io Sky. Charlotte's right knee coming down. Maybe that wasn't as bad as I thought. Good. I thought Io Sky took a direct shot with Charlotte's bony ass fucking knee. She might be all right. She's moving around. She's holding her head, but she's up. She's fine. Phew. Good. I think that's another reason why, for the most part, on a moonsault, you want to have your legs extended. Charlotte looks like a fucking frog coming off that thing. Because if your knees are bent, you can knee somebody in the head. If they're flattened out a little bit more, maybe it minimizes impact on something like that. And especially if 4 women are catching you, any of them women can eat a knee to the face. I think Charlotte is the wrong woman to do that moonsault. Yeah, so it is over Becky's. Oh, they hugged. I thought they were fighting. Oh, this touches my heart. You're going to turn on it. One's going to turn on the other. Y'all milked that moment for too long. Figure 4 and a Becky armbar, whatever she calls it. Disarmer. I couldn't remember what it was called. Or that's just a regular armbar. Figure 8, armbar by Bex. But Io Sky's going to nail Beckers with the elbow. Bailey nails Charlotte with an elbow. Oh! Disarmer. There's the disarmer. I thought the heels were going to win. Now here comes Bailey. Oh, big missile dropkick. Fun fact, Dre, I was at that show with the Kurt Angle moonsault. I was sitting on the floor. It was in Richmond against Benoit. Austin on commentary. Bianca's getting the extinguisher of fires. There could be an incident. Yeah. Oh, Rose Plant nailed it. Nope, they're trying to stack him here. That was like an acid drop by shot. Oh, oh. That was hilarious. Oh. So Asuka went for the mist again. This time Shotzi ducks. Oh! And Kyrie just Judas affected Shotzi with a trash can lid. Charlotte in with a kick. So much to call here. I can't even finish my last thought before something else crazy happens. But ducking the mist and then Asuka eating the fire extinguisher was sweet. Oh, Bailey. God, look at Shotzi's face. Is that blood on her? Or just leftover mist bits? Senton to Bailey. So Bailey kind of took a bullet for Kyrie there. Oh, so this is what they're going to do. They're going to have the faces win and Bailey take the pin. Oof. That would serve the same purpose as it would actually make more sense for them kicking Bailey out. And this makes sense. I mean, Bianca's going to be put down the head of the snake here. Becky's like, hurry the fuck up. Oh, no. Are they going to try to powerbomb her? Oh, no. Manhandle slam. That took way too long to set that up. That's going to be it. I predicted this wrong. Team Bianca with the win. Or Team Becky, I guess. Putting down Bailey. Now, that's going to serve the same purpose because we all know Bailey's going to get kicked out of that group. Probably does make more sense for the heels to lose in this situation. And I'm happy that Becky and Charlotte, at least on TV, on camera, are back on the same page. Who knows what's going on behind the scenes? Wow, Asuka literally looks like a dead body. Just her with the face paint and stuff. That overhead shot of Asuka was creepy looking. All right, baby faces win. I guess that makes sense. I mean, I guess if I would have thought that through, maybe I would have predicted that differently, but War Games. Oh, I have got a hangnail. The trash can, please show that again. Oh, that moonsault was so sketch looking. Dave Sims, welcome, my friend. Thanks for being here. Thanks for chiming in. Thanks to everyone who's here. We are 47 minutes into the show, and the Babyface Women's War Games team picked up the win. Pretty fun match. I don't know what people are saying about it online. I enjoyed it. Thought it was good. There's a couple of clunky spots, but that's to be expected in something like this. That was good. The misting spot, the fire extinguisher spot was amazing. The trash can spot. What I like, that was really good. Bailey taking the bullet. sometimes these matches, a lot of the weapons and shit, it feels like weapons for the sake of weapons, and they did a good job of not making it feel that way. That was a good manhandle slam. Didn't look great. The setup took forever, but I guess the bump itself was pretty decent. How the fuck did Jessica Carr get in the ring? I swear to Jesus, she was on the outside of the ring when Becky was injured. Am I missing something there? I swear, how did she get in there? And why did she come in? Or maybe she came in at the finish. Okay, never mind. I understand. She probably came in at the finish. Look at this green room here. Eating Ruffles. Otis has got a bowl. Piper. Hi, Chelsea. I love Maxine. She's my favorite. Cheddar and sour cream, pretty deadly. Are pretty awesome. Oh, yeah, they're crisps. They're not chips, they're crisps. These are crisps. It's a crisp, Otis. It's a chip. Great taste, less filling. Great taste, less filling. Oh. Oh. I would just like to point out that 71-year-old R-Truth just showed up looking like he's 28. What are they? They're Ruffles. Yeah, you idiots. See, R-Truth is the peacemaker. I love R-Truth. Oh, is that the Ruffle Shuffle, huh? That's awesome. Oh, it's already time. Sorry, I'm making a tweet with a hash brown Survivor Series. I'm just very happy to once again live in a world where I get to see Ron Killings and Danhausen regularly on TV, as Danhausen also made his return this week. And I've always thought about the two of them together a lot because they're kind of the same character in each company. And I think they're both great. It's the holidays. I have never bought anything off WWE Shop in my life. Never. I would, like, if I went to the pay-per-view, I wouldn't go to the Superstore because I wouldn't buy anything there. I'm not buying a Yeet sweatshirt. Sorry. Randy Orton. Oh, of course. They're going to do the thing. Randy Orton's not there. He's going to show up last minute. We don't know if he's coming. Oh, God. Now they're chanting CM Punk. All this means. All this means, this Sami Zayn and Jay shit that we're seeing right now, saying Randy Orton's not here. Oh my God, what are we going to do? He's not being replaced by CM Punk. What all this means is that Randy Orton won't be in the holding cage, you know? Because are the baby faces going to have the last one in? Who's got the advantage here? Because if Team Cody has the last man in, that means everybody's going to be in there, and then Randy Orton's music is going to hit, and he's going to make his entrance that way instead of coming out and then getting in the cage with everybody. That's a weird way for a debut to happen. So it's going to be like that. Oh, we're getting Miz and Gunther now. I was wrong. I thought we would go with Dragon Lee and Santos. Oh, that's not good. Gunther. Okay, thank you, Ryan. So Judgment Day having the advantage means the faces come in last, right? Or the faces get the last guy. So yeah, there you go. There you go. There's your reason why Randy, he hasn't gotten here yet. No, it's because they don't want him in the cage. They want him to come out and have the nice entrance. WWE ain't fooling no one. Thank you for that, Sean Rossap. He just quote tweeted my tweet from earlier today and said, R-Truth just showed back up. And I said earlier as my argument as to why Punk isn't going to be here. I'm like, when was the last time WWE really blasted us in the face with a debut or a return that we didn't see coming at all? It's been forever. Maybe Brock in 2012, but we kind of saw that coming. They don't really do that anymore. You know, AJ was a surprise in 2016. The Hardy Boys were surprised the next year at WrestleMania. But even those two, there were rumors. You know, it wasn't completely out of nowhere. Edge, same thing. He speared Dolph at SummerSlam. So by the time he came back at Royal Rumble, we were like, oh, yeah, he was kind of on our radar. Still great, still amazing, still created an amazing moment, just like AJ did, just like the Hardys did. But those would be the only examples I can think of that would come close to something like this CM Punk thing. And I just don't see it happening. I think WWE would want the fans chant his name. They would want people to tune in and watch, expecting to see him. They're not playing it the way they would if he was really coming in. They're not into the big, let's just shock for the sake of shock. They don't really do that. They have much more long-term vision in mind. Oh, those shoes, Gunther. I can't stand it, man. Stand up for it. There he goes, Miz. I really did enjoy that segment. I said yesterday in the podcast, I got to give WWE mad props, man, because when they turned Miz babyface, I'm like, Greg, don't give a shit about a Miz babyface run again. There's zero interesting about that to me at all. And it took them over only 3 weeks to make me care. And I didn't think it could be done. All right, Miz. Look at his gear. He's got all sorts of shit going on his knee pads. He's very red. Great. That tweet that I made earlier about when was the last time WWE really hit us with a return? I replied to that tweet underneath with the AJ, the Hardy Boys, the Edge, and everybody keeps telling me those. I'm like, yeah, I know. I said those. I just didn't say it in the same tweet. Is Gunther going to allow Kaiser Permanente to do his intro here, or what happens here? Is he still in the shitter? Is he still in the doghouse? I hope Gunther just comes out by himself. Should just be Gunther. Good. Gunther's alone. He needs no help to beat The Miz. None whatsoever. God, I love Samantha Irvin. God, she's fantastic. Good. Jesus, I wish I could have that much energy in anything I say. That girl, I would think, has got a job for life with WWE. But I was surprised they let go Justin Roberts and stuff. So I always thought WWE wanted to get like another Howard Finkel or somebody that's been there for so long. And I kind of thought Justin Roberts was on the way to doing that. And then cut him loose. Like, why'd you do that? He was good. Everybody liked him. But they have found a gem in Samantha. Gunther's physical transformation has been crazy. That belt is so fucking ugly. God, I hate the IC title so bad. It's the worst looking shit ever. Still blows my mind that Gunther just goes full no knee pads, no elbow pads. He's just out there in his undies. Gunther and Miz for the IC, in case you're just tuning in, wondering where we're at. Yeah, I saw the Gunther odds there. Yeah, he ain't losing. Neither's Rhea Ripley. That's why I think we have all the more chance to see Priest walking out tonight with the gold. Little Mike Mizanin. Oh. Ouch. Hmm. Oh, bitch slap. Mm-hmm. Oh. Come on, Miz. Miz doing better than I thought he would. He's got Gunther down, got taken out one of the wheels. Smart move. Oh, he's going for the figure four on the. Ooh, with no knee pads. Ouch. Hey, shut the fuck up, Rarely Even. I'll read my super chats when I feel like it. And you know what? I feel like it now. So you're lucky that I just happened to feel like it. Which ones did I miss? People up in here trying to tell me how to run my own stream. That's some shit. But you know what? You were dropping in Lincoln's like a mofo yesterday. Here's $2 from you earlier. Look at Bianca's outfit. She looks smoking. She does. She always does. And then 5 more from you later. Bailey's heel run was fun and eventful, but I'm ready for Hug Life back. I don't know if she's going that far. Side ponytail, the whole 9, return of the hugger. I feel like it'll be a slow process. Like she'll have to go babyface first and then maybe bust that out for fun every now and then. Full blown hugger. I don't know. Maybe. Oh shit, I forgot him. See George Morrison here. George, I'm going to hit that one too. Shout out to Joshua Aparicio. Any other shout outs I've forgotten in the last few minutes? Ha, Joshua, Danhausen versus R-Truth Iron Man match at Mania. Iron Man match. I think the final score would be like 48-46. Like they'd pin each other so many times. It would actually probably be pretty fun. As Gunther is swatting away Miz. Let me say hello to our friend as well, George Morris, who dropped in $5 probably 20 minutes ago. I didn't see it till just now. Hey, Greg, how are you doing? How was Tito? What do you think will happen to Sunny on Monday? How many years do you think she will get? Hopefully 26. Be safe. Sunny's sentencing is Monday. I forgot. Yeah, I think she's going to get the full. I think that's what they want to give her. I don't see how she's going to get less than that. If she does get less than that, maybe it's going to be 20 or something like that. Either way, it's going to be a long time that she's in there. And I for one, hope it's the max. I do. We'll find out. Thanks for reminding me about that. I did not realize that was so soon. I think Bailey needs to create her own version of a babyface and then go back to the hugger for fun every now and then, or bust it out for a anniversary or a special match or something like that. If she ever gets in the ring and wrestles that Izzy girl, there you go. Hmm. I like the way he carries himself. I love Gunther. But I refuse to call him the ring general. He's just Gunther. He works at the coffee shop behind the counter at Central Perk. That's all he does. And he also happens to kick ass. Not if, but when Gunther inevitably becomes world champion. I'm curious if that's going to be as soon as this WrestleMania or another WrestleMania away from now, like 41. At some point, somebody's going to have to beat Gunther. I hope it's Chad Gable. Ooh. Yeah, Miz having like a smart strategy in terms of the only thing you could do with a guy like that, just try to break his damn leg. Oh, there you go. Yeah, get the wheels. You're kicking him in the back. That's not doing anything. Oh, good kick by Miz. Oh, yeah, I forgot they have that Bash at Berlin show coming up. Doesn't he have some visa issues? He can't even travel fully right now, which is why I think maybe WrestleMania wouldn't work in terms of making him a world champion. Wow, big DDT to Gunther. No way. I would lose my mind if Miz was the one to beat Gunther for the title. Mm. Oof. I wouldn't mind seeing Gunther win the title at like SummerSlam. Doesn't have to be WrestleMania. You know, Brock famously beat Rock at SummerSlam '02. That was his big moment. Randy Orton was crowned at SummerSlam in '04. There's nothing wrong with that event. And so maybe Gunther, you know, maybe has a match with Brock or something at WrestleMania first and beats him. And then he gets a title shot against either champion. And that champion could very well be Cody. Cody could have a short run. Wins the title at WrestleMania, drops it at SummerSlam. Used to happen all the time back in the day. Wouldn't be that rare. Knowing WWE, we're going to Cody and Roman rematch at SummerSlam. Knowing them. Man, he's slapping around the Miz. What's he going to camel clutch him? Nope. Oh, just sleeper. Regular ass sleeper. Rarely even's got 5 more. I hope Sonny gets the business 10 times a day by a big bull dyke in the clink. Gets the business. Anybody got the prisoner ID number of the guy that stabbed the cop, the Derek Chauvin? I'd like to put some money on his commissary. Low on. Oh, 2 low blows to Gunther. No. Okay, we're safe. Nothing's wrong with Hugger Bailey, but it's been done. Wrestling's all about changing and evolving. Ooh. And plus, heel Bailey was 100 times better than Hugger Bailey. Girl's got some talent. Not that. No, not that way. Oh my God. He did. That turnbuckle pad is exposed. We forgot to mention that. Ref's trying to block it. People say the Miz isn't a student of the game. The reason people say that, Michael Cole, is because he's not. Student of the game. I guess you're a pro. Everybody's a student of the game if you're a pro wrestler, but come on, Michael Cole. Oh, did not get all of it at all. Because he doesn't have any knee pads. Now we got a Boston Crab in Chicago. Tapping. That's it. His tab. Once he put that knee right in the back, that was it. Still. Say it, Samantha. Say it only like you can say it. Yeah. Okay, Mike, you've picked the one example where that doesn't apply, but there's literally thousands of examples where it does. So why'd you pick that one? There's gonna be exceptions. Cena, and how many times have we talked about Cena? The mistake probably not turning him heel and what the success he probably could have had. Everybody feels like he should have. Nobody ever felt Cena staying the exact same was a good thing, except for WWE. Very few fans felt that way. But look at how many of the great wrestlers have reinvented themselves and just evolved in their personality, their characters, their look, all of that. Literally 99% of wrestlers do that. So, of course, you're going to have one or two here or there that don't, but that doesn't invalidate my point. Y'all have weird arguments. And if something is super successful and it is printing money and it's a top merch seller, then yes, you might be prone to not wanting to change that. But Hugger Bailey was not printing money the way Thugonomics, but John Cena was. They were not the same. So there's not like a whole pool of money waiting for Bailey if she goes back to being the Hugger. No, she's going to be the same level where she is already, or right now. And I think heel Bailey's been way better. So no, y'all don't know what I'm saying. Man, WWE loves to push their merch, man. My God. I don't know why. I've just never been a huge merch wearer. I have some. I deck out when I go to shows and stuff, but with Jey Uso and Liv Morgan hanging out. Oh, I like that picture of Jey. Oh my God. This is terrible. This is terrible. Jey, y'all are crazy. Both of you are crazy. Oh wait, Crown Jewel's back. Oh, this is opening in. That's right. They promoted that at Crown Jewel too, I think. Okay. Thanks for that. Are y'all going to go visit the WWE experience in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia? Let me know if you're going. We can share an Uber. Tom, what's up? Oh my God, I love Finn Balor's shirt. That's awesome. Talking about what thing? Why is that? What's that mean? Better not mean what I think it means. There's Dragon Lee and Santos. Right on. I didn't even see what they did on SmackDown last night. It was leaked before the show. I think we read that. Yeah, we read that in the predictions right before we went off. Somebody had leaked that WWE had plans for SmackDown to take Carlito out of the match, replace him with Dragon Lee. That didn't really change my prediction. I think it's going to be Santos getting the win. You don't understand why Dom is still champ. The reason Dom is still champ is because Dom is the best in the world. And the sooner y'all accept that, the easier it's going to be for you. Accept Dom Dom as your true tribal chief, because he is. Name one wrestler better. See, you can't do it, can you? Told you. Told you. Yeah, Victor. So they say Randy hasn't shown up. I said right from the beginning, as soon as Jay and Sammy were talking, the only reason they're doing this is because they don't want Randy in the holding cage with the baby faces. He's going to be the last guy to come out. Everybody's going to be in the ring, and we're going to get his music. So that's what they're doing. It would be weird to have him return with his music and the fans go nuts, and then he has to get right into the cage. Well, I guess unless he starts the match. But I'm not sure if he would start the match. I feel like it's going to be, like in that invasion angle when they tried to go convince Austin at the bar to show up at the show, and he finally showed up and stunned 25,000 people in a row. It's going to be like that. Zelina very mad at Santos. He's going to attack his old homies too. That's Santos. I thought he was a great heel in NXT. I was excited for him to get to the main roster. Carlito, man, his run back so far has been... Is he hurt? Is that why they took him out, or did they just change plans? Pretty sure Carlito had a WrestleMania match in this building, didn't he? WrestleMania 22? Rarely even says Axiom is better than Dragon Lee. I like them both. Axiom can be a superstar if you book him right. Well, anybody can be. Axiom does things I've never seen anyone do in a ring. And that's pretty incredible to say in 2023. If you're still seeing shit you've never seen before in 2023, that's pretty incredible, because I kind of think we've seen it all. In WWE, WWE seems to be really into Dragon Lee. They're giving him a lot of exposure, a lot of TV time. Even if he takes an L here, he's on a pay-per-view now. He's wrestling Survivor Series on a card that only has 5 matches. Dragon Lee is one of the people. That's pretty good. That shows that WWE thinks highly of him. And here comes Santos. This is kind of like an all-in entrance. I don't know if WWE's ever done the video wall corridor before. Have they? This man is a vile, damn, Michael Cole. Tell us how you feel, man. Ah. I'm not even sure if I heard Dragon Lee's theme song before. I like it. $165. I cannot believe I outweighed Dragon Lee. I guess he's very short. I didn't hear what did Cole say? Something stupid? Oh, we can get some good lucha things here. Who said the lucha things? Kalisto? I think I'm blocked by Kalisto. I don't know why. I've never had any reason to say anything negative about Kalisto, but I think I clicked on him one day and I was blocked. I'm like, okay, whatevs. Terry Allen, $2.80. Thanks for that, man. Do you adore Walter's basic style of wrestling? Adore it? Well, his style isn't that basic. His style is just straightforward and tough. Is all. He's not a lot of finesse, not a lot of flash, not a lot of sparkles. He dresses simple and he wrestles simple and deliberate, and that's not bad. And plus, he can do some pretty amazing things in there. Some pretty hard hitting shit. He can do top rope stuff. I don't find it to be that basic. I mean, I grew up in the early 80s and just a week ago was watching Uncle Elmer and King Kong Bundy on Saturday Night's Main Event. So Gunther style or Walter style ain't that basic to me. It's pretty solid, but I like his. What's cool about wrestling is lots of styles exist, and it's even more awesome when those styles clash and face off. You don't want everybody doing the same shit, but no, I like Gunther's style a lot. I'm a fan of lots of styles. I don't know if I really have a favorite. I'd say it's somewhere in between. It's somewhere like a Shawn Michaels or a Bret Hart instead of a Rey Mysterio or Brock Lesnar. It's just in the middle. Regular size, athletic, but not ricochet athletic, just athletic. And someone who also understands, wrestling psychology, like some of the bigger, tougher wrestlers do. And then also is a showman and can have presence and fits into the wrestling world properly. That type of thing. I think it's okay to have a favorite style because probably many people do. I just don't think any style is the right style. Everything is welcome to me in wrestling. Whatever you want to do it. Ugh, this is scary. From Roman Reigns all the way down to Danhausen, I don't have much to complain about. Orange Cassidy putting his hands in his pockets does not bother me at all. Could give two shits. If I can put your foot in your pocket, for all I care, OC. As long as you're entertaining in the ring, which he is, that's all I care about. And you got to be over, too, which he also is. 2 for 2. What a die. God, he's stupid. What do we got Dragon Lee's height at? I mean, he's under 6 feet, obviously, but that was just a pretty impressive leap there. I'm going to go grab another cold one. Out at 2. Oh, I haven't caught that. Cold name drop Jericho and Sting. That's cool. And these watch alongs when I'm reading the chat and talking, and I'm not hearing a whole lot of what they're saying. So Oh. Yeah, Stone Cold, you are very right about that. Thank you for the $5. WWE had their reasons for not turning John Cena, for sure. I could understand the concern for the risk and, you know, how successful Cena was for them. I get all that. I wish he would have turned heel, but at least with him, I can kind of understand why they just stayed that way. But Cena is not a common situation. Most people change and evolve. Heel babyface, heel babyface. That's the path for the majority of wrestlers. Of course, there's going to be a select few that is not like that for, but oh, ripping the mask. God, I hate it when they rip the masks. It bothers me. I don't know why. Asshole? I'm like, what are they chanting? Asshole, I think. Huh. Oh, oh, there we go. Do the stomp. Fuck you, Santos. I think they're chanting. Oh, big stomp. Love that. Oh, God. Took his head off. Damn. Not bad. 17,000 they still filled that arena with. That minimal set really helped. That definitely tacked on a couple thousand, I think. Hmm. Ooh. What's he doing with him? Power bomb. Jeez, that's a lot of upper body power. Kick out by Escobar. Yeah, I think Ruffles was more of a War Games thing for Eddie. It might be back for the men. Prepare to be ruffled again. Wow, they were able to pull in 17 from WrestleMania 22? Wow. I thought they had a bigger set for that. Phantom Driver for the win. All right, before we get to the next match, I'll be right back. All right. Thank you for your patience. I had to go down and say goodbye to my woman who leaves for work. Elizabeth's heading off pretty soon, so wanted to give her the proper farewells. And we back, and it's still commercial for NXT Deadline, whatever that's about. Give me your overall thoughts so far on the show. 3 matches in. Match quality's been good, right? I thought the War Games match was good for the women. Miz and Gunther was pretty much exactly what I thought it would be. I don't listen to much of Bustin' Open Radio, no. Sometimes Rodrigo, I'll catch a clip. I don't love Bully Ray. That's my thing. I mean, I respect him and everything, but he's got way too much of a condescending type of attitude, you know, when talking about wrestling. I understand he's been doing it a long time. He's very knowledgeable and shit, but he's off. I just don't like his vibe. Not a good vibe. And plus, he looks way too much like Alex Jones for me, and I fucking hate that piece of shit. So I think he gets some secondhand hate that's not really his fault. So maybe I'll give Bubba another chance. All right, who's this? Who's showing up? Oh, it's got to be New Day. Oh, they're in the Slim Jim car. I'm glad they gave Kofi and Xavier something fun to do. Y'all want to drive the Slim Jim car? Fuck yeah, I do. I want to go for a ride with Kofi and Xavier in the Slim Jim car. Like if we went out and got like some cheeseburgers together or something, that would be super fun. Oh, I love that. Look at his Survivor Series shirt. What is that? 1, 2, 3 Kid? Superstar of the Year award. Oh no. Oh my God. Meat stick. Son of a bitch. You know, I hate when I can't find somebody's fucking Twitter handle. There we go. So too bad I'm doing a watch along, so I don't have time to do any photo edits, but I would definitely take a screenshot of that Xavier Woods t-shirt that he's rocking because that's badass. No, I don't mean X handle. I mean Twitter handle. I'm speaking plain as day. Her reign is getting blah for me. I know it's a hot take. Not really for modern times. Fans get bored when you get long title runs, and that's all it is. And then all of a sudden they're not as good, and their run's not doing it for me. No, it's just because she's held the belt a long time, and fans like change and shit like that. So I think everything's fine. I love Rhea's run. I would build her to a big Mania loss, but this is the best Rhea's ever been in my mind, you know, in terms of her just being a factor. And I think that next class, like the class after the four horsewomen, you know, her and Bianca are in that. You know, I feel like Rhea and Bianca are a lot like the Lesnar and Orton and Cena. You know, maybe Cena would be, who's another one that's awesome, that's kind of new with those ladies. That's going to be dominant. Not Zoey. We know that. There goes Shayna. Yeah, that's very true too, Mike. I don't like some of Bully Ray's tweets. I'm like, you can tell. I'm like, what? It's so easy to tell someone who's got like just a jagged stick up their ass about AEW. I'm like, what is wrong with you people? Why are you so agitated by their existence? I just don't understand. And he clearly is. He's just one of those guys. You can read between your lines in the tweets and you can see it. So easy to spot. But I feel the same thing. I'm like, gosh, you know. Booker T is like that too, but at least Booker T works there. Booker T's got so much snide shit to say about AEW. I'm totally convinced that Booker T watches more Dynamite than he does NXT. I'd bet any amount of money on that that's true. I really loved the women's gear at Crown Jewel this last time around, especially Rhea's. I knew that I'd get that. Remember yesterday on the podcast when I was bitching about, complaining about just not being able to read and people who are obsessed with wrestling journalists? This is exactly the type of shit I'm talking about from Chef Takei on Twitter. Nah, not wrong about it. And another point was all these damn so-called wrestling media wants to know. They're just so obsessed with the wrestling media. Why? Shut up. Don't worry about it. They don't like them. Don't read them. And they want so badly to like pounce and jump on an incorrect report, which wasn't incorrect. Everything that Sean Ross Sapp and Fightful has reported about CM Punk and his potential return or not return has been very easy to read and very easy to understand. There's been no backpedaling, no switching stories, no changing. It's been consistent the whole time. But yet fans read it and interpret it a different way and then put a self-imposed stick up their ass about it and then are mad for a month. I don't get it. Don't worry about your so-called media journalists or whatever else you're mad about. Watch the show. Have a good time. Stop being mad at fake enemies. Is she going back to using this now? Did I fall asleep for a year? Wow. Do y'all see her? That might be the coolest she's ever looked. Oh. Yeah, Rhea ain't losing. You don't come out looking like that and lose. Go to the dictionary app on your phone. Girl looks like she's ready for a My Chemical Romance video. Unbelievable. Elimination Chamber in Perth on the 24th. 3 months away, guys. Jesus. Is this a cosplay on something? Like, what's with the thing? And no wonder Buddy is so jealous of Dom. I would be too. Dom gets to be with that every day, and Buddy has to be sitting there in the friend zone, nothing he can do about it. Sucks for him. God. Oh, dear. Ripley, I don't know if I can handle this, guys. Oh, Rhea is Joker. Okay. I'm like, that's got to be something, right? See, I never saw Joker or any of that shit. I don't know anything about that stuff. I saw the Batman in 1989 with Michael Keaton. Haven't seen any others. Oh, there goes Rhea. And who's Zoey trying to be here with the face paint? She like Predator or Rambo or something? Oh. Oh, Joshua, great idea. Pay-per-view in Antarctica. Winter is coming would be good. Oh, that was a good headbutt. Mommy. Why are they booing Zoey? Because it's not as simple as just babyface and heel anymore. A lot of times it has to do with who's more over, and Rhea is much bigger part of the show. A lot of fans like her, even though she's a heel. Fans aren't the way they were in the 80s. You didn't just boo the heels because that's what you're supposed to do. People can be a heel and you can like them. It's okay. It's okay to do that now. It's accepted. And Mommy's super over. All my favorite wrestlers right now, I think, are heels. Smart Ripley getting out of there. That's a very cool move Zoey does there. Oh, nice. Good on you, Rhea, out there by herself. Yeah, Mike, there's no room in there. Not even for like a super shitty indie show. I love how Michael Cole refers to Rhea as mommy too, because that's who she is. I mean, I'm sure Zoey is going to get a little bit of a comeback here, but I kind of hope that it's mostly a Ripley annihilation. Ooh. Oh, I like Zoe Stark too. I just like Rhea better. I think she's awesome. I was rooting hard for Rhea. I was there at WrestleMania when she beat Charlotte. I was rooting hard for her there too. A lot of people in the crowd were too. Hmm. I feel like we have a legitimate chance for that men's War Games match to go an hour. Oh. Oof.
This is the pace that Rhea wants. I would agree with that because Zoey does have the ability to push the pace, to take it high risk more often than Rhea does. Zoey creates some separation, looking for a rally here. Kick to the face of the champion. Zoey trying to fight back. Rhea catches her kick to the midsection.
Oh.
On the toe. Takes forced off the knee. I want to say that's the first time, at least in the past several minutes, where Rhea took a moment to compose herself. She took a deep breath. She looked out at the crowd.
Yeah, I felt like Zoey and Miz would both give their respective opponents the same level of fight. I didn't think Rhea would keep the Shawn Michaels chaps on. I thought those would come off, but she's been working in them. I don't even know what that was. It looked scary. Nice. Rhea dodges that. Wow. Ooh, missed. Zoey's putting up a good fight here. Fans, I feel like, are losing interest in the crowd. I feel like they got to wrap this up here. I think it's pretty safe to say that Rhea Ripley is hotter than the Joker, right? Is this going to set up the Riptide? There we go. Nope. Now Northern Lights. Nice.
Maybe you should use the curtail.
Hmm. She's like, hit me, hit me. Rhea's like, all right. That can be arranged. I got you covered. There it is. Riptide. Nope. Reversal. Oh, nice. Nice. Suplex. Ooh. She caught her good, too. Caught her. Oh, she went for her move. Looks like Rhea blocked it. She's probably going to set up for the Riptide here in a second. Nope. Kick. There's a headbutt. Catch her. There we go. There we go. That's it. That's going to be it. There's no way. Ooh, did Rhea lose her earring? It's missing in the other ear. Or that, whatever that shit is. I love Rhea Ripley. She's like, raise my hand. Yeah, she was. Yeah, that pin was very well executed. Excellent technique, great form. Oh, what's an Eddie Kingston and Brody King match? So Eddie's belts are not on the line, right? Is that what I'm hearing? All right. Still seeing a lot of people on social media thinking that Punk is coming. WWE's fooling you with the whole Randy Orton's not here yet thing. He'll be here. Don't worry. Maxine, you're the best. You can get yourself an Austin vest. I should get one of those. Oh, I like that big gold. That big gold is too flat. I don't want a flat one. I want a curved one. Do I think the gobbledygooker will show up? Yes. I'm pretty sure he was spotted at the airport this morning. Article on Fightful Select all about it. Creative plans in place. Merch is already made up for the Gooker's return. Is War Games next for Shinsuke? Then I don't think Shinsuke Nakamura is coming out. He might be, but I don't even think we're going to see him. But I feel like if this show is going to end at the top of the hour, an hour from now, we're going to get into this men's match now. Trust me, Brian, you don't have to educate anybody here in this chat about what CM Punk is or isn't doing. We have a great grasp on things here. Oh, yeah, we got the presser. We're going to be hanging out after the watch along here. I'm going to give you a brief recap. I haven't made any notes, but luckily this is 5 matches. Should be pretty easy to remember. We'll talk about it for a little bit. And when we're doing that, if anything crazy happens on the scrum, we'll talk about that too. Look at him. Yeah, he's going to be here. Survivor. How many of you use like Twitter on your desktops and not your phones? It's a pain in the ass using, honestly. Glitches out. I can't save any drafts. It's a pain in the ass. Let's see if I have these War Games matches reversed in my predictions. I predicted the heels, Damage Control, to win in the opening match. They lost. I've got the baby faces winning here with a Damian Priest cash-in. So I got Team Cody winning, Priest cashes in to close the show. I'm sticking with that. I really think it should happen. Brody King beats Eddie Kingston. So what does that mean? Is he champion now? What's going on with those belts? You want to know what's a pain in the ass? Getting ads for a PLE. Oh, I'm getting a Judgment Day or a War Games video package. I didn't even think about that for our classic watch-alongs. I put them. I made them ad free on YouTube, so you guys wouldn't have to get interrupted by ads. But I forgot you might get interrupted by them on Peacock if you don't have a premium service. Didn't even think about that. Michael Kumo, hell yeah, cash in. I've explained long and hard for the last 2 months why tonight's the perfect night. I don't think all these people, good people in the chat, want to hear me say it again. No Roman, no other belts in jeopardy, main event. Damian Priest winning can be the focal point, closing out a Big Four pay-per-view, winning the title. Nothing else to take the spotlight away from it other than perhaps Randy Orton's return, but that's probably not enough. This is where I would do it. Not saying it's happening. It's just, it's where I would do it. So that's why I kind of predicted that it would happen. We will see. It's the Apex Predator. Oh, really, Daniel? You watch the DVDs instead for the watch-alongs? I'm surprised that works. Because they're definitely not going to be exactly synced up because they have weird pauses and stuff. But if that's working for you, that's awesome. I'm thinking about, we're not going to be here tomorrow, but I'm thinking in 1 week, maybe doing Survivor Series 91, busting out another Survivor Series when Taker beat Hogan. That might be a fun one. So we might do that one. So hopefully you got the DVD of Survivor Series 91. That might be the next one we watch. All right, here we go. Rarely even 2 more. Why isn't Kamal in the Hall of Fame? He drew money. Drew a little. He was awesome. Let me text Triple H and ask him, yo, Hunter, I know you're busy at Gorilla with Survivor Series, but if you have a chance, can you please tell me why Kamala isn't in the WWE Hall of Fame? Send. Okay, I'll let you know what he says. All right, here we go. Drew's coming out first. You know what? I want to backtrack 10 seconds and read those rules again. Okay. There we go. Okay, I knew that. Live. Okay, here comes Drewy. He's out. He's mad. He's Scottish. Are those holding pins on wheels? How are they wheeling them over there? They're not attached to the ceiling, so that means they're picking them up. They can't be made out of that strong material. Jay Lambo, yeah, 91 is when Undertaker tombstoned Hogan on the steel chair, but not really. Hogan's head missed by 2.5 feet. He was nowhere near the steel chair. And I think he sold it like he really got hurt after. A piece of shit. Hogan is such a piece of shit. All right, Judgment Day. He looks so awesome. I can't believe how awesome this faction turned out to be after it started out so bad and they kicked Edge out. And feel like Rhea is going to be back out there later celebrating with them. But one thing I will say about my prediction that might not be true. Priest and Drew. Is if I was going to make Priest the world champion, I would get the tag belts off of them. And they retained last night against the Street Profits. So I'm fully understanding that I could be wrong in this prediction. Priest does not have the briefcase. Good eye. He does not, does he? I guess he doesn't really need it here, but I think Rhea Ripley is going to make another appearance here. And I wouldn't be surprised at all if Rhea Ripley runs out there with it. She's the leader of the Judgment Day, right? It would make sense that she would be the one to call Priest's shot. And then maybe he fails, blames her. They kick out Priest. Drew's the new leader. Maybe they go that direction. But I don't think there's going to be any sort of breakup tonight because Balor and Priest are still tag champs. Why are you guys looking at each other? Look at the referee. Guys, one of you want to get in the... Oh, Balor's going to start. Look at Priest like, I got to be in here with you? I would hate to start fighting. I mean, they could be setting up for a McIntyre and Priest program here, too. Here comes Cody. Cody. Yeah, Cody. This ain't blood and guts, son. What's he wearing? He's wearing his dad's title. Cody's wearing his dad's title. Oh, no, he's not. Oh, my God. I almost had a heart attack. Holy shit. I almost had a heart attack. I'm like, why would he wear that? It looked like it, though. You know, he's got not his dad's title. He got the WWE title, the old one. I guess he has possession of it. I thought he was wearing that for a second. Holy crap. She got the belt. I like Damian Priest's gear. Looks good. Looks, I would dare say, custom for a special event, for a special moment. Somebody also brought up a good point. They haven't been mentioning a lot about the Money in the Bank, trying to make us not think about it. Maximize surprise. See what I'm saying? Oh, Jay is on top of the cage. How'd you get up there? Just climb up it? That's a pretty awesome visual right there with the camera at Jay's back with the crowd. Oh my God. I love Sammy, always just in his regular clothes. Man, when I see Sami Zayn, I see the winner of the Royal Rumble. I would love it. I would love it. What's cool about WWE right now, too, is I genuinely like their baby faces. I love Sammy, Kevin Owens, Cody, Jay. They're awesome. And there was times in WWE where no baby faces interested me at all. None. They've done a good job. No Vince has made a world of difference in the emotional investment a fan is willing to give. And even Seth, man. I like Seth. Some people don't love him. I don't love him, but I do like him. I see Helen Keller dressed Seth again. That's nice. See, okay, if I was the baby faces, I would tip the cage over. I mean, I would just say, come on, guys. That would be so funny. Okay, more evidence. The champion has decided to start the match. He's going to be even more vulnerable. And just like I said, Randy's not here. The match has to start. Of course, Randy's going to come out. It's all set up, man. Hey, Angie, those are some shoulder pads. Rarely even, I'm sure Dusty is very proud of Cody. Appreciate two more from you. All right, so the men have got a 5-minute interval. I think the women had 3. I didn't realize that until halfway through the women's match. A lot of CM Punk chants. Holy shit. Thank you for that, Jay McMahon. On Twitter, if you're the same one that's in the chat here for tagging me in that Xavier Woods t-shirt link, that's cool. I'm okay with Cody not starting. I don't think that's a big missed opportunity. I think the reason Cody's not starting is because there's a reason these guys are, and I think one of those reasons is to put the world champion in there for the whole fucking match. That way he's ripe. I'm just happy Cody's in the match. He doesn't have to start. I don't give a shit when he comes in. The fact that he's in it is cool. The fact that Cody Rhodes is in a War Games match, I don't care if he comes in first, last, middle. Just him being in it's cool.
Into the steel goes Rollins yet again. 3 minutes and Balor has backup. to Seth Rollins.
Yeah, LA Knight winning the briefcase, though, would not have guaranteed a title victory. That's the thing. I'm not sure if he would really hold on to it this long. I think he would have already attempted his cash-in by now. I think there's been a few baby faces that's held it for a while, but most of the time, holding it a long time is usually a heel thing. Waiting for the exact right moment to take maximum advantage. Where some guys like Big E is like, hey, I'm coming to Raw to cash in my briefcase. Be ready. I miss Big E. Big E, if you're watching, we love you, man. We love you a lot. Wrestling needs more Biggies and less Teddy Harts. Oh, oh.
Wearing each other down, trying to gain the upper hand. Rollins is going to have to go into survival mode here in a couple of moments because Balor's going to get back up from his Judgment Day teammates. The Judgment Day won the advantage in this matchup when McIntyre won on Raw Monday night. Seth has to be prepared to go on the defense, but that said, right now Rollins in complete neutralized Finn. He may only have to focus on one opponent.
A lot of history here between Balor and Rollins. It's kind of cool they're starting it off. They go way back. Here comes JD. I like how he's like, I'm going to do my hair like Rhea Ripley too. He didn't even get in there. Get in there, little McDonough. He's got the kendo. There's a kendo. I said those are going to be making an appearance. Yeah, Seth, you got two guys. Judgment Day is all kind of color coordinated too, with kind of the white and black mixed in with the purple. I like it.
There's a reason JD McDonough has been referred to as the necessary evil. You may find JD McDonough obnoxious or abrasive, but facts are facts. The guy can go in the ring. I've been incredibly impressed, as has most of the WWE Universe, by what McDonough is physically capable of. Obviously, the Judgment Day were impressed enough to let him in. Rollins almost going and taken down with the kendo sticks. What shape will Rollins be in?
Randy Orton's time has passed. What does he have to offer? Is that a real comment? What is wrong with people? I don't even understand. I wouldn't even be able to properly respond because I just don't even know how. Like, Randy Orton doesn't have 20 more years ahead of him or something, but Randy Orton's not doing anything abnormal. He's only in his 40s. He's in great shape. Younger than AJ Styles, isn't he? Like, I don't understand what. It's not like he's lost a bunch of steps in the ring and he's a shell of himself. He's not even close to that point yet. What are you guys watching? That opinion about Randy Orton is the opinion I would have had about Andre the Giant in 1991. You know, he just doesn't have anything to offer because he didn't. But this is not the same thing. Oh, look at Drew. What does yeet mean? I don't know. When am I supposed to say yeet? When I'm happy? When I'm excited? When I'm sexually aroused? When am I supposed to say it? Oh, he's got a chair. Smart. Since Uso was in this match, and he did that match with the New Day in the Hell in the Cell where they pinned him in the corner with the kendo sticks, you could do something like that here, I think. Maybe sit him up on the top rope or on the top turnbuckle against the corner and then put one against him or across him. That would be good. Okay, when I throw something. Got it. I've decided that I'm not going to learn new words, so you guys are going to have to tell me what shit like yeet means and stuff. Because I don't have time. I don't have time to be fleek and stuff. I don't have time for fleek and yeet and whatever else people say. CM Punk chance. There we go. Now it's more of a 2-on-2 feel here. Come on, get him. Okay, good, Jeff. It's gone. Good. All right. Let me know if Fleek comes back and I need to know about it. Otherwise, I wish it well. Oh. We get Priest. You don't have time for this slow-moving conversation. And Drew let it happen? Well, Drew listened to him. Stick to the plan. There's been a change of plans. No, there hasn't. And Priest goes out there, but Drew didn't fight it. He could have fought it. Now poor Dom Dom's got to be in the cage with an angry Drew McIntyre. I'm like, please don't kill me, Mr. Drew. I really want to give mommy that sweet loving later. And if you harm me in here, she can't get none of this. And she's going to be mad. We got Damian Priest in there. Technically, this is an advantage for the heels, but their baby faces are fighting pretty hard here. What's he got? Oh, I thought that was like a knife or a sword. Actually looks like a knife sharpener. Oh, it's a baton of some kind. Drew pacing. So Cody and Sammy in that cage, Dom and Drew in the other. I really want to see it. I think that's another reason why I predicted it, is because I want to see Priest become champion. I like him. I think he's proved himself. He had a great 2023, man. That match in Puerto Rico he had with Bad Bunny was insane. I feel like there's not a pay-per-view in between now and the Royal Rumble, right? Is there a December pay-per-view? I don't think there is, right? Am I forgetting one? So I suppose you could have Priest win here, and there's plenty of time for him and Balor to drop those tag belts between now and like the end of the year. But I don't feel like him and Balor should be champs for very much longer if he's going to win the world title. I would love if they brought back the Slammies. Yeah, Roddy. I think they're teasing so much with Damian and Drew. I feel like it could maybe lead to Priest maybe branching off and becoming a babyface, but I don't know, man. That briefcase and his tag team partnership, championship partnership with Balor. Who's going? All right. It's going to be Sammy. Cody's going to come out second to last. And then we'll be hearing voices in our head. I promise you we will. There ain't no doubt about it. Nope. My war game's briefly buffered, but we're good. Oof. Sammy's in. I've been lucky enough to see one War Games match in person. I was at NXT War Games in 2018 at Staples Center. Oh, there. Finally, Sammy's going to be the good guy. Jay's like, I got this. Seth's like, let me help, guys. If there's another one under there, that would be helpful too, Mr. Zane. Ooh, see. Ooh, see. Ooh, see. Oh, I'd love it if Dustin Rhodes went into the Hall of Fame. That's going to take some concessions from Tony Khan and AEW, though. Which, you know what? I kind of think they would be okay with it. I think it'd be one of those things that would be all right. Maybe Dustin even being in the crowd for Cody winning. Got big Usi chant here for Sami Zayn. Oh, he's going all the way up. McDonough's going to try to stop him. I think Tony Khan would do the right thing in that situation. I don't think it'll be Tony Khan. No, say, fuck no, you can't do it, because he's only going to have Dustin under contract for a certain amount of time. He's got a 35-year career. I think there's some concessions that can be made for your super veterans. You know, he let Regal go back to WWE, you know, with some conditions, but, you know, Danielson and Jericho and Big Show sent in videos for John Cena's thing. There's been little instances of cooperation. And I think if WWE wanted to do something like that, it would be pretty shitty of Tony Khan to not want to do it or not allow it. I think Tony Khan might find himself in a position where he kind of has no choice. He's like, I'm going to hear it from people if I don't let him do this. Fans are already irrationally and emotionally unstable about me as it is, if I'm Tony Khan. And probably best not to fight that one, you know? What did Sammy just do? I think they had a spot planned with a kendo stick, and Sammy accidentally chucked it out of the cage. Oopsie daisy. Now McIntyre's coming. Dom's going to come last for the heels. No, Dustin wouldn't go in as Goldust. He would go into the Hall of Fame, and a big portion of his career would be Goldust. He would go in because of what he did everywhere, but he wouldn't accept his speech as Goldust. Besides, WWE puts people in the Hall of Fame who haven't even been in WWE before, so they would encompass WCW into that too, which Dustin had a long, healthy run. It wouldn't be just for Goldust. It's Drew versus Yeet. What's going to happen? Nope. Oh, nice. It's going to be a long minute 30. I was really hoping that maybe Cody would bleed. We'll see. Ramrodded. Vince Russo for the Hall of Fame. Hell no. Vince Russo can go in the Idiot Hall of Fame. That'd be fine with me. He'd be first ballot Hall of Famer in that one. But WWE Hall of Fame, never, never, ever, ever will he go in. He is useless as a taint wart. Or useful. Oh! 3D onto Drew was pretty cool. Oh. There we go. Here comes Cody. I'm so happy for him. He's coming right after Baton Boy here. There we go. Immediately drops down. Oh, Priest. Cody didn't get a whole lot of... I think the fans might be slightly burned out here. It'd be hard for me to stay loose if I literally had to stand there in that cage for 30 minutes. Oh, yeah. I'm a big advocate for Heyman going into the Hall of Fame this year. I am. I feel like it's a very high probability. This is where I'd do it. I'd put Bray Wyatt in too. Oh, he's got the bull rope. He's got the bull rope, baby. You got to watch out for that bull rope. Especially if you take the bull rope up beside the head. Oh. One night. Okay, one night. Cody almost had to convince Seth to work together. You can't. It's a little late to be talking about that. Oh, poor Balor. Oh, cowbell to the dick. Cowbell to the dick. Is he coming? They're asking Cody. We're in the ring now, dude. Is he coming? See, I just talked to him. He's at Denny's. He's finishing his Moons Over Miami. And he'll be here. He just has to pay his tab. You know, he's in the car on the way. Hopefully none of us die before he gets here. You can't hear what they're saying. It's loud. Who? Dom, you suck? Maybe that's Dom, you suck. Dom, you suck. Dirty Dom. Here he comes. Hey, TI-85. Pillman would be a good idea now that Junior's there. Here comes Dom looking like the black and white cookie. All of Judgment Day look great. I love the black and white scheme for them. Looks so good. Look great on Rhea. This is how Dom treated the Chow Hall when they ran out of honey buns. That might be the line of the pay-per-view. This is what Dom did when they ran out of honey buns. I love that. Yeah, they do love honey buns in prison, don't they? That's like top-notch shit there, I think. Try not to go to prison. Apparently, all you're going to eat there is honey buns. Stay out to Slammer. Oh, Dominic, you're in trouble now. You in danger, girl. Look how long Dom's hair has gotten. Oh, poor Dominic. Mommy is going to be looking forward to that loving later, and it's not going to happen if they hurt him. Protect Dom. By the way, anybody in the chat during the War Games match hasn't hit the thumbs up button yet. I would love it if you would. We're like 20 subscribers away from 40,000 on the channel. So if you're here watching and you're not a subscriber, please do so. We might hit it before this match is over. 5-on-4. Oh, he was about to get power bombed, but Judgment Day finally came to life and saved him here. All of them simultaneously got up. Eddie, is that what they're chanting? This was the WrestleMania in which Eddie Guerrero went into the Hall of Fame. The 122 in Chicago. Remember they had all the pictures of the wrestlers around the upper level of the arena? That was so weird to me why they did that. Double choke slam from Priest and Drew to Seth, Cody, and Sammy. I don't know where Joe. There's Jay. I'm like, I don't know. Oh, they're all up on the top. Look out. Big JD moonsault, coup de Gracie, and a frog splash. That was beautiful. Oh, man. They got the table up. They're going to... And I haven't heard anybody mention the Money in the Bank. I don't know how they're... I can envision it in my head. Rhea sprinting to the ring with the briefcase with that big-ass grin on her face. Gives it to Priest. Tells her to do it. I can see Ripley doing it. She's going to do it, y'all. Here comes... Nobody? What's going to happen? Randy Orton, come on. If it's Ripley. And there she is. Didn't I just say that? Did I literally just not say that? And here she comes. And she's got the briefcase. I feel like Randy Orton's what? Going to come out and save it now? Is that what's going to happen? Save? There he is. I still think he can still cash in. There's Randy Orton. Finally, Randy. Look at the shape he is in. Holy shit. Who's the guy that said he didn't have anything to offer? Are you kidding me? Look at him. Welcome back, Randall Keith. Oh my God, he's in stupid shape. God, I mean, if I took my shirt off, it would be like the same thing. We're twins. Oh my God, I'm so glad to see him back. And now let the War Games begin, and Dom's got to eat some of Randy first. Punk's not going to show up until he speaks and cuts a deal with WWE, and there's been none of that yet. So there can't be a plan in place for Punk until they start talking to him. But he was never going to be at this show. Vintage. He looks to be in unbelievable shape. Good to see Randy Orton back. Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about Orton and Drew's history. Well, I don't think I think Randy he waited a long time to come back, so hopefully he's healed and rehabbed and ready. There's Jay. I'm about to say I want to see if Randy and Jay have any. Oh, so crazy. Yeah, I still think Priest can still cash in. I fully believe that too, Kevin. I've been predicting a Priest cash in for at least 2 months. I'd be foolish to change my tune now. I got to stick with it. Look at this. Look at this. All 5 of them. Vintage War Games. A 5-way middle rope DDT. Superb. Nicole, what's up? Appreciate that. My God, Cole Punk got yoked. I don't think Punk was ever coming. I think people made shit up. There's Randy and Jay. Well, you guys better just agree to get along right now. And then you can figure all this shit out at Denny's later, because Randy loves Denny's. Yeah, see? Look out. RKO to Dom. Jay knocked out. Oh! Rollins just stomped Priest on that metal insert there. That could take Priest out of the game. Something like that. Or are they going to isolate? It's got to be Dom taking the pin. No, JD's got to take this pin. It's got to be JD. JD McDermott. Oh my God, he's got him. I'm worried about this. Please tell me there's not going to be some double superplex from, or there's not going to be some double superplex from the top of the cage. For those just tuning in, Randy Orton has returned. He's in the ring doing exactly what I said he would do. Coming out last without sitting in the shark cage. Oh no. Oh no. Are they going to throw JD off into an RKO from the top? They are. Oh my God. They just pushed him right off. Oh, and they're going to pin Priest for the win here? Look at the time, guys. Look how much time's left. There is still 14 minutes left if this thing is to end at the top of the hour. Baby faces win. Well, hopefully we won't get the little watermark here and they sign off. I still think there's a legitimate chance for Priest here. Welcome back, Randy. He looks so big. Just cannot get over how big he looks. There they are, the winners. Baby faces. That was awesome. All right, they're doing the replay right now. I'm still waiting to see when we come back if they're actually going to sign off the pay-per-view here, or it's only 7:48, 10:48 on the East Coast. They have some time if this was going to be a 3-hour show. Otherwise, they ended early. They ended at 12 minutes early. So I feel like there is still a chance. You're probably right. They will sign off, Boza. Let's see. Is that going to be it? No cash in? I mean, all of Judgment Day is still in the ring with him. Now let's watch. If they all start leaving, I'm telling you, nope, there it is. There's the watermark. No, is this really it? No. Okay, I guess it's not going to happen. All right, I was wrong. I think I'm wrong. Oh my God. Oh my God. What? Here he is. No. What? Fucking CM Punk has shown up at the end of War Games. Oh my God, let me get my camera. He's back. He's back. He's back. Oh my God. I cannot believe that. I knew something was going to happen. I'm like, there's way too much time left in the show. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm happy he's back. Holy shit. Holy shit. I told you, I said, if he comes back, I'll be the first one marking out. I stand by my word. I'm marking the fuck out. Is that all he's going to do? Just come out and do a little wave and that's it? Just announcing to the world that he's back? Oh my God. Oh, that's so crazy. Oh, that's it. There we go. It's over. Holy shit. CM Punk has come back to the WWE. Oh my God. All right. Well, I guess I'm going to be one of the first people on YouTube doing a review because we're already up here. Wow. So much to say about this. So much to say. CM Punk has returned to the WWE. I will admit, I did not think it was going to happen. I was open to it happening in 2024. Thought there was a very big possibility for a Royal Rumble appearance or a Mania, a Raw after Mania appearance for CM Punk or any other sort of appearance in WWE next year. It just didn't seem like something that was going to come together in time for Survivor Series here in Chicago. And based on all the reports we were reading, it just wasn't feeling like it was going to happen unless there was some 11th hour deal made, which now apparently looks like was the case. Welcome back to the WWE, CM Punk. I'm sure I'm going to have a lot of mixed emotions on this. I'm sure there's going to be lots to talk about in future podcasts about this as we really kind of process this information, because this is a big one. This is a big one. I am thrilled, to be honest. But at the same time, you know, we've talked for the past several months about what Punk back in WWE could mean and the pros and the cons of that. And I'm interested to see how this deal came together, how late it came together, because the way he came out indicates that there was no plan for him. Like they didn't know this 3 weeks ago. If they did, you would think he'd come out in a much bigger way. I thought they were going to cash in Damian Priest tonight. The match ends about 13 minutes until the top of the hour. Something's going to happen, but not the something that I thought. Turned out to be CM Punk. Cult of Personality hits. Crowd goes nuts. Punk comes out, salutes the crowd. Show goes off the air. Didn't get in the ring. None of that. Just came out. So that was the surprise. I had a big post on Twitter today where I said, these feel like the type of surprises that WWE doesn't do anymore. They don't do these anymore. The last big one, like return debut that really shocked me or us, I would say might be like AJ Styles at the Royal Rumble in 2016 or the Hardy Boys at WrestleMania 33, Edge at the Royal Rumble 2020. But even those we kind of maybe had an inkling were going to happen. And I always thought that the way WWE does things now, you know, same thing with, you know, with Cody coming in and wrestling Rollins at WrestleMania. Everybody in the arena knew it was going to be Cody. There wasn't much doubt there, even though WWE wasn't announcing who it was going to be. And I just feel like if the plan all along was for Punk to come in tonight, the WWE on TV over the past couple of weeks would have been leaning in to the references and being a lot less subtle about them. And they would want the crowd to chant CM Punk. And by all means, they wouldn't have maybe announced, Randy Orton on Raw to maybe settle the crowd down, get their minds off of CM Punk. That's because apparently they wanted to smash us in the face with a big surprise. And I am always delighted when I get the opportunity to be surprised by something that happens in pro wrestling. I did not see this happening. And now the flurry of what ifs, where do we go from here? Holy crap, what happens now? What does this mean for Punk and WWE's future? How did this deal come to be? When did he speak to Triple H and cut a deal and come in? And what does this mean? I've been kind of refusing to think about Punk in that light just because it's not really time to think about him coming in yet. I wasn't going to worry about what he's going to do until he actually comes in. And I just thought 2024 was way more likely than here in Chicago at Survivor Series. But my God, that was crazy. For those of you just tuning in, do me a favor. Please smash that thumbs up button. And I have a high probability. I feel like there's a high probability of us reaching 40,000 subscribers before this stream ends. We're almost there, just about a dozen or so away. Please subscribe, smash that like button. Welcome to your WWE Survivor Series 2023 review. This is a watch-along review combo. I'm definitely going to be cropping out some reactions and some mic drops from this one for sure, because what a finish to Survivor Series. Men's War Games comes to a close, and just as WWE is signing off with a little watermark in the corner, boom, Cult of Personality hits. CM Punk walks out to the stage, salutes the crowd, wearing a white t-shirt and jeans, didn't get in the ring, didn't start a program with anybody, didn't attack anybody, just came out at the very end of the show for probably the best cherry on top of a pay-per-view we've ever seen. I had my prediction completely inverted. I thought we would get a lot of extracurricular activity after War Games, but I thought that would come in the form of a Damian Priest cash-in. Here's one of my early, just with absolutely no knowledge of the situation at all, just an early gut feeling. I think tonight might have still been the plan for Damian Priest. I think maybe the original plan was to have him cash in tonight, but then when the deal was worked out with Punk, they decided to wait. Let's bring him out here, have him close out Survivor Series. It's in Chicago. Big man, we're gonna cash you in on Raw or at the end of the year or on SmackDown or somewhere else other than here. Sorry. Hope you're not mad at us. Looks like you had some special gear made and everything. Hope it's cool. I'm flabbergasted. I'm absolutely floored by this. This is what I like about being live, because I can kind of process this information in front of you guys. And I've been talking for weeks on the podcast about how I just don't see it, not at this show. I think Punk coming in can definitely happen, but here, like, where would he fit in? Because I was thinking of Punk coming in along the lines of, oh, if he shows up, he's going to attack somebody, wrestle somebody, start a program with somebody. And I was like, where would that even fit in? The Nakamura stuff? No. There's no getting in the War Games match and getting in the middle of that. No, he just fucked that up. Where would he fit? I never even thought that he could just come out and wave, and that's all you had to do. And that's what they did. And what was a very good War Games match between Team Cody and the Judgment Day, babyfaces got the win. Randy Orton came back, and they tried to be slick with you. I knew right away what they were doing. As we were watching the show together, they cut backstage to Cody and Sammy, or maybe Rollins and Sammy, two War Games members, and Randy Orton hasn't arrived yet. I think it was Sammy and Jay. Maybe that's what it was. Doesn't matter. But they're talking about Randy Orton. He hasn't arrived yet. I don't think he's coming. And I'm like, I see what they're doing, because the baby faces have the last guy in the ring because the heels had the advantage. That means the last person out is going to be a baby face. You want to save Randy Orton's theme music and his return for that, instead of him coming out and then standing in the shark cage with everybody for 35 minutes. Coming out in the end is a much more dramatic entrance, makes a bigger entrance, crowd pop, going nuts. Can't say enough about the shape Randy Orton was in, how good he looked. He has gotten himself in magnificent shape in this last year and a half. Hopefully he's totally healthy. Hopefully he's ready to rock and roll. He looked good here in this match. The War Games match was very fun. I enjoyed it. I can't even think about the match right now in terms of the spots that we saw. I remember a little more about the women's match, but right now my brain is so CM Punk focused. It's having trouble sorting out everything else. But that was an epic main event, epic way to close out a pay-per-view. It's something that I just haven't expected from WWE in the last decade or so. You know, the last big moment like this, like what we saw here with CM Punk, forget about Edge, forget about the Hardys, forget about AJ. It's Brock in 2012. That's the last time I felt that stand up out of your seat, I'm going to shit a brick type of feeling was in 2012, the night after WrestleMania, when Cena lost to The Rock and Brock came back and F5'd him and set up their match and ushered Brock back into the WWE. That was a crazy, holy shit moment. This is a big one. It doesn't feel real. I'm sure Twitter has exploded. Oh my God. I want to wish my friend Sean Ross Sapp well, who I know is going to get a lot of shit from a lot of stupid people that believe it was misreported or something when it wasn't, you know, and even people reading my tweet today when I was like, he's just not coming here. Just not tonight. You have to understand that I am not upset about being wrong. That's the problem with social media. Look at this one. This person says, this aged poorly. Do you guys think I'm upset about this? This is what a weird IWC we have here. I don't give a fuck if I'm right or wrong about any prediction. I give a fuck about having a good time and being shocked and excited. And I was. That was tremendous. So great to see CM Punk back. I can't believe he's back this fast. And who knows what they're going to do with him. He's now here for the Rumble. He's here for WrestleMania. There's no telling what he's going to do in WWE. And he's back almost 10 years to the day, just a little bit shy of the 10-year mark from when he walked out. 9 years and 10 months after he left the company, he is back. That's tremendous. That is absolutely amazing. I'm so fucking thrilled because I love when something happens that floods your brain with like a million different possibilities, you know, and that's what I feel like this is. Let me know if Punk is, I haven't turned off Peacock, so I've got the press conference pulled up here. If Punk comes out, I hope he's eating a muffin. But could you imagine if Punk actually speaks at this media conference or this press conference? Holy shit, man. I think we have to keep our eye on this and kind of watch this for a little bit here, just in case. Oh, that's so crazy. That is so fucking crazy, man. Oh my God. They're having Byron. I have it on the mute, or I have mute on, so I'm not listening to this. But yeah, they're showing Punk's return there. Whew, man. Oh man, oh man. That is tremendously cool. I'm happy. I'm so happy. But anyway, this is going to be our attempt at a Survivor Series review, which I think we have to talk about. But I feel like right now it's all about CM Punk. CM Punk is back. Oh my gosh. And that's amazing. Amazing. So let me just kind of regroup myself here. Here is a tweet from Sean Ross Sapp 4 minutes ago. Here are the details we have heard here are the details we have as of now. CM Punk told at least one person close to him he had an hour-long conversation with Triple H last week. WWE staff, reps, creative had no idea. He walked through the back in plain sight minutes before he appeared. They had cleared an area out. Triple H took over calling the show in the last couple of minutes and called for the copyright logo. Even many in production didn't know. And I'm curious if people in the ring didn't know either. If the wrestlers maybe didn't know about this. That's bonkers, man. That is absolutely bonkers, but really cool. Let's knock out some of these super chats here. Well, I'm going to get to these in a minute. We're still talking. Remind me to answer these. I will answer all the super chats here in a minute. But right now we are in flabbergasted mode at the news that CM Punk has showed back up at the very, very, very end of Survivor Series, coming out and saluting the crowd and basically just letting everybody know that he's here. You know who else is here? Tito. What's up, Tito? CM Punk's back, man. Do you know that? He doesn't really care about wrestling very much, but I love that. Triple H is at the podium right now with the microphone. We're just going to kind of watch this a minute. Oh my God, I can't even, guys. Okay, Triple H is going to talk first. Let's attempt to talk about a couple of these matches on Survivor Series. Let's attempt a review, if you will. Actually, before we do that, let's read these supers because that's probably Punk related. Let me try to go back up as far as I can. Hopefully I didn't miss anybody. I'm going to get over here too so I can see them all. Yeah, good point. Props to everybody keeping it a secret. I got to go to this page to read them because I think I've missed a few. Okay, there we go. First one up. Thank you, Joshua, for the $4.99. This is my first watch along. Glad I came. Thank you, Greg, for a great night. Also, CM Punk, bro. No kidding. And we're not done yet because now I feel like we can't leave. We can't leave. Oh, man. This is so fucking crazy. Okay, who's the next one? Super Fluffy Toaster. Appreciate 5 from you. Props to WWE for keeping it a secret. I agree. It seems like everything involves a mole these days leaking shit, and that's something, unfortunately, that's never going to go away. We live in the information age. Everybody's got a communication device right at the palm of their hand. It has nothing to do with wrestling journalists or media or anything like that ruining this stuff. Technology ruins it. That's all it is. That's the only one to blame. And WWE being able to keep this relatively under wraps to the point where I'm making tweets saying he ain't coming is fucking awesome. That's what we like to see. And thanks again for being here, Super Fluffy. Zach Palgett with the $2. Inject this type of surprise into my veins. If we could get this on every pay-per-view, that would be unbelievable. Justin Franklin, 5 from you. First time donating. Been watching you since 2015. Punk is back. I don't believe it. Yeah, you started watching me a year after Punk left the WWE. That's insane. I am processing it. It's all about processing right now. Dave, 951. Thank you for $5. Happy to experience this. Remember being a teen, being crushed. Punk left, listening to you in 2014 and to experience him coming back as a grown man was surreal. Back when I did my review of CM Punk on the Colt Cabana podcast, the channel was still like an infant. We had no technology. I was talking into a voice recorder. You know, there was no cameras. There was no nothing except a computer and my voice. And the fact that we've grown so much since the time that Punk has been gone has been pretty incredible. Now here he comes back to the WWE all those years after leaving, and we've been at it the whole time. It's crazy to blink from then till now, but my God, boys and girls, that was quite the shock to the system there. CM Punk is back in WWE. But let's do our best to try to review the show because I want to put up a reaction here and add some content to the channel as we try to process this information of CM Punk back in the WWE. Holy crap. But yeah, he's here. Anyway, let's review tonight's WWE Survivor Series from Chicago, Illinois, War Games. This was only a 5-match card, sandwiched by the 2 War Games matches and the mid-card stuff in the middle. It opened up with the women's War Games match. We had Charlotte, Becky, Bianca, and Shotzi taking on Damage Control. This match was really, really fun. I predicted it wrong. I kind of thought Damage Control would get the win, and the Bayley turn when they eventually kick Bayley out would come later, but I actually, now looking back, I should have seen that I was going to be wrong about that one. They had great use of the weapons in this match. Loved that. The chain, the chairs, the trash can. We had the mist from Asuka, a great one that she hit Shotzi with, and she fell. There was another spot later where she tried to mist Shotzi again. Shotzi ducks and hits Asuka, and Bianca hits Asuka with the fire extinguisher. Io Sky climbed up to the top. They had that big, long chain. She climbed up to the top of the cage, and because you're not allowed to leave the cage, she dropped the chain below to Dakota Kai, who then ties it to a trash can. They lift up the trash can like a pulley, and Io Sky puts it on her head and does that spectacular dive that we saw her do in NXT 3 years ago with the trash can. on to all the participants. It was pretty badass. In the end, turned out to be the heels losing, not winning after I thought Damage Control would win. Becky and Charlotte got back on the same page, shared an embrace after a little bit of tension last night on SmackDown, and the heels were able to put down, the babyfaces were able to put down the heels, and Team Charlotte, Becky, Bianca, and Shotzi won the match, and there was just a lot of fun in that match. And what I did like about it, too, is a lot of these type of matches can just pile in weapons in the ring for the sake of weapons, and they did a good job of not making it feel that way, like using the weapons purposely, not just chucking shit in there, and it felt more organized, I thought, than this match would with these women, and I thought it was really good. I highly enjoyed the War Games match. Props to all the women involved there. And then we had Santos Escobar defeating Dragon Lee, who was a last-minute replacement for Carlito, who got injured last night in storyline on SmackDown, replaced by Dragon Lee. Super great match, but, kind of just a filler great match to give us. Loved everything about it, but could have also done this one on SmackDown. Santos got the win. No issue there. Then it was, we went to Miz and Gunther next. I'm sorry, didn't we? Miz and Gunther, I think, was the second match, I believe. So I think I have the order wrong. But Miz and Gunther basically achieved exactly what I thought they would achieve. It's exactly the type of match I thought they would have. I thought Miz would have his moments, have Gunther on the ropes a little bit. I didn't think he would take Gunther to the limit or, anything like that, but I thought he'd have a couple of near falls on him and have some moments of greatness in the match, but ultimately succumbing to the greater, more powerful Gunther. That's exactly what happened. Miz eventually tapped out. Gunther retained. Thought that was a good match. Then we had Santos defeating Dragon Lee. And then after that, it was time for Rhea Ripley against Zoey Stark. And this match, again, was much like Miz and Gunther, was exactly what I expected. I expected Zoey to have some flurries of offense here, have Rhea on the ropes a little bit, some moments of greatness in the match for Zoey, but ultimately not going to be able to stop the bigger, badder Rhea Ripley. Rhea looked incredible. I guess she was doing a Joker type of cosplay with the hair and the makeup and the streak on her mouth, and everything that she had going on was pleasing good mic work. Very, very much. She looked unbelievable tonight. Loved her gear. Zoey loved her paint on her face too. Very good stuff. In the end, Riptide for the win. Not a big shocker there. Rhea Ripley retains. We still have Triple H at the podium here on the scrum. So we'll move on now to the men's War Games match, which we just spent a lot of time talking about. We had Cody, Sammy, Jay, Randy Orton, and the champ, Seth Rollins, taking on Judgment Day and Drew McIntyre. I had this match pegged for Damian Priest's cash-in. This is where I thought it would be. No Roman Reigns on the show. Ripley's going to retain her title. Gunther's going to retain his title. I didn't think CM Punk was going to show up. There's nothing else to take the spotlight away from it. This is where I would do it. And they teased it, but they didn't get it done. They also did the thing earlier on in the night where Jay and Sammy are talking about Randy Orton not being at the building yet. He's not here yet. He's not going to show. He doesn't like me. He's going to screw us over. That type of thing. That immediately told me that the reason they're doing that is so Randy Orton can make the grand entrance at the end without having to come out and then get in the shark cage with those guys. This way he can just come out right at the end. That's exactly what he did. Came out, looked like $1 trillion. Cannot believe the shape this guy is in. Got in the ring, helped the baby faces pick up the win. I think they pinned JD McDonough, either him or Dom, for the win there, and all stood tall at the end. And when the match was over, I see 13 minutes left until the top of the hour. I'm like, okay, what's going to happen here? Something's got to happen here because there's more time left. And that was when I was expecting Seth Rollins to get isolated, attacked, because Ripley earlier on did run out with the briefcase. If you go back and watch the watch along here, you hear me saying, I can envision Ripley like running out with a briefcase. Not 3 seconds later, out she comes with the briefcase, wants to cash in. But before they can actually officially ring the bell, that's when Randy Orton's music hits. He comes out, saves the day, helps the baby faces win. They beat Judgment Day. And as they're standing there, I'm the one mentioning the watermark. I said, keep a lookout for the watermark. If they hit the branding logo, they're going to sign off. We see the branding logo. They're stalling a bit. We go to a wide shot of the arena. Out comes CM Punk. Crowd collectively shits themselves, and Punk comes out, white t-shirt, jeans, to the stage, doesn't go to the ring, doesn't go to the cage, just comes out, salutes the crowd, jumps in the crowd. He looks very happy to be there, and the show goes off the air. Survivor Series 2023 goes off the air with CM Punk returning to the WWE. I am fucking blown away and thrilled that this happened. Not mad that I predicted it wrong. Not mad that I said Punk isn't showing up. I like to be surprised. Surprise me again. I hope there's somebody else that I say isn't coming and then they show up. I would love that. None of this bothers me at all. I think this is awesome. It's fun. The crazier shit that happens in wrestling, the more I like it. Whether it's AEW or WWE, I like when people jump back and forth. This is going to ignite a lot of tribal nonsense online for the next couple of days, so I might just stay away from it. But the excitement of Punk coming back, people jumping sides, jumping ships, switching brands, it's all back. We haven't had this shit in like 25 years, and it feels so good to live in this environment again. And when we have these big, massive defections, Cody Rhodes and CM Punk, I can't believe they're in the company together. I'm not sure how their relationship is. And I don't know what that's going to mean for Cody Rhodes. Hopefully he's still well on his way to win the title at WrestleMania. But shit, you factor Punk into the mix now, and who knows what the hell is going to happen. I don't even know what his future is going to be. Is he going to be a Raw guy, SmackDown guy? Are we going to see him on Raw this Monday? I would assume we would. I would put Punk on Raw over SmackDown. I think Punk should be on Raw. Oh my God, the promo confrontations that are just waiting for him on that brand. And SmackDown, you got Roman Reigns over there. This is exciting, man. This is exciting. And, you know, WWE, again, another thing I have to give them credit for is that this does feel like a case where they listen to the audience. Because otherwise, they have nothing but bad memories of CM Punk in the WWE. How he acted, the way he was in the locker room, what pain in the ass he was, the personal issues he had with his new boss, Triple H, and all of that didn't matter because the fans wanted him. And I said that too. One of the things I said yesterday, just yesterday in my predictions, I said, even though I don't think CM Punk is coming back, one thing I have to admit is that WWE sees his name trending every fucking day. This guy can be gone from the business for 8 years and fans still chant his name. Nobody really knows why, that there's this intangible with Punk that exists, but it does. And his chants are deafening. He still has a following. It feels like he's got a following that will never leave. You know? Like with all of that shit that happened in AEW, sure, there's a lot of people that view Punk as a cancer in their locker room. Oh, hey, Nick Hausman right there. Speak of the devil. Hey, we know some of these people on this scrum. Even with all of that in AEW, Punk still maintained a pretty hardcore fan base, even with everything and all the problems he caused there, all the shit that I gave him. You know, and even I was like, I admitted what Punk means to wrestling, but I also definitely placed blame on him for his part in all of that nonsense that took place in AEW and the behavior and the unprofessional behavior that was going on there. I fault him just as much as I fault those other guys, but I ain't his boss. It's not my job to discipline or police CM Punk. It's Triple H's job. He's his headache now. But WWE realizing the buzz that this guy just seems to always have around him. He's 43 or 44 years old. If there's anything left, if there's any mileage left at all in the CM Punk tank, you got to do it now. And I think that this could, I'm all about redemption. You know, I love that. I love a good redemption story. And Punk, very tumultuous last couple of years in the business. And if he's, and of course, the way he left WWE, all of the bridges he's burned throughout his life. if he finally, at the very end of his career, rebuilds the bridges, rights some wrongs, corrects some perceptions about him, repairs his reputation, has a nice little run in WWE, goes into the Hall of Fame, rides off into the sunset. That's what I want. You know, it's a kind of an unfair comparison, but I think of Shawn Michaels kind of in the same way. Is that return run he had when he came back in 2002 and then retired in 2010, that was his redemption story. That was, hey, Alex, look at her. We got to shout out Alex. What's up, girl?
WWE Women's Champion, also being Grand Slam champion in Japan. There are rumors that a big talent, Julia from Japan.
Okay, Alex loves the Joshis, so she's asking Triple H about some of the. Triple H goes, I didn't even know there was a term Joshi. Triple H is like me. That's cool. I'm glad Alex, Queen of the Ring, got a chance to ask a question. She's a friend of ours. We like her. Good for her. Fox Star Killer, appreciate the 11-month comment. Hey there. Sorry I missed the watch along for the show. I've been resuming my Monday Night Wars viewing project. Nice. Currently watching Uncensored 99. Been following everyone's tweets, though. Yeah, Twitter's probably going fucking nuts right now. But anyway, I need to get offline here and process this. I'm going to throw up a mic drop on the CM Punk reaction and my thoughts on that. Thank you to everyone who was here with us tonight for this pay-per-view. This is some wild shit. You might even hear from me before Monday, but you're going to see me again Monday night after Raw. Big podcast. We will be here to talk about a lot, and I'm sure we will have something to say about CM Punk showing back up in WWE. Fucking wild. Before I get out of here, let me make sure I didn't miss any other super chats. WWE fan, I did. Thank you for the $5. Greg, a whole airplane watched me flip out watching CM Punk return. Punk wins the Chamber to get a shot at Seth. Cody wins the Rumble to get a shot at Roman. Could be WWE fan. I can't believe you were on the plane for that. That's crazy. Okay, cool. Yep, I think I got them all. Guys, thank you so much for being here. It's been rad. I got to do some processing. Keep an eye on my YouTube channel. You're going to see more shit hitting it tonight. And like I said, if you have not yet subscribed, please do. We're just a small handful away from 40,000 on the channel. You guys have a great night. Talk to you soon.